Hmm. What is up, everybody? It is another episode of the Double Edge Cinema Podcast with myself, Justin, or Ryan1988, and this guy over here, TJ Scream Streams. What's up, TJ?
It's a.
You what? I couldn't hear you.
I said it's a me, Mario.
It's a Mia Mario. Okay, so, how you been, bud?
Tired, working hard.
Working for a living?
hmm
So cool. Awesome. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to a new episode, like I mentioned, of the Double Edge Cinema Podcast. It's been a couple weeks since our last show. I see we got some viewers in here, so welcome. Before anything, make sure you please like this stream. Click on that bell notification so you don't miss any of our shows. And if you are watching the playback later on, thank you for that. We really, really appreciate it. We've, been waiting for this one for a couple weeks at least, and or almost a couple weeks, and that is talking about Scream 7. But before I get to that, we got some comments. AJ Rob, what's up, bud? How are you? Hope you're doing well. And Megan, what's going on? And Nathan, how's it going, bud? Good seeing you, buddy. So anyway, Scream 7 feels like it's been like I said, it's been a couple weeks or almost a couple weeks since its release.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to talking about this. Before anything, the movie is the highest grossing movie in the Scream franchise to date. And the franchise as a whole finally hit over $1 billion. So that's pretty awesome to hear that. So, but yeah, very excited to talk about this. How about you, TJ?
I'm excited enough, I guess.
Okay. Anyway, so before anything, TJ, what have you been watching? Anything new?
I watched a movie called The Bluff.
Ooh.
And it is the way I described it to Craig, because I talked to Craig about it a little bit. As I would describe it as John Wick meets Pirates of the Caribbean.
Cool.
So with a female protagonist.
Nice.
Basically, the main character, which is I believe it's Nick Jonas's wife. She's the main character, and she stole some gold from some dude, some old pirate, and he's hunting her down. And she's been hiding with her. I don't know if it was her husband's kids or her husband's brother and sister or something like that. And the pirates essentially find the island that she's at, and she kind of goes in like full John Wick mode and starts killing them all.
Yeah.
But it was a fun little movie. I recommend it to people. Craig said he enjoyed it. It's not like super fast paced like John Wick, but just like the badassery and like the action and stuff reminds me a lot of John Wick.
Nice. That's awesome, dude. Well, I watched Silent Night, Deadly Night, the remake of it, and loved it. Thought they did a great job with it. Actually, had the Blu-ray, and then I got the 4K Steelbook, so I picked that one up, and I was very impressed with it. So, watching some other stuff, TV shows, a lot of random things. So, but I watched The Bride with Christian Bale, and I thought that was a pretty solid movie. So, kind of the script was everywhere, the story was everywhere, but everything else I really enjoyed. So, anyway, let's get started talking Scream 7. So, solid opening night with TJ and Lily. And then I've seen it. I saw it again this past Saturday. So, definitely want to give our thoughts. And let's talk a little bit of spoilers. I feel like the movie's been out for a couple weeks now, so we can talk just a little bit about it.
We can
Christopher.
lightly touch base.
Yeah. Christopher, how are you? And then Danny, what's going on? Danny says the next Friday 13th, the next chapter, the final one, is on one man going to play Jason in this one in front of WW. Famous wrestler Braun Strowman plays Jason in the next series. Very cool. Okay, so TJ, give this plot away of Scream 7, bud.
Okay. Cindy starts getting threats from what we believe to be Stu at the beginning of the movie, threatening to kill her and her family for revenge, etc., etc. And then, of course, starts showing up and trying to kill her and her family. So really the plot of this one was obviously stopping the killer, but also and finding out who the killer is, but then also getting to the bottom of the mystery of whether Stu is alive or if it's somebody pretending to be Stu. So the first 90% of this movie, I absolutely loved. I thought it had some of the best kills that we've seen in the franchise, some of the best casting we've seen in the franchise. But for me personally, the final chapter of it kind of didn't land home for me. And then, of course, some of the elements throughout the movie, without giving too much away, it balanced a lot on AI, which I didn't hate, but it did feel a little bit forced in this movie. But overall, it was a good flick, and I do recommend for people to give it a shot.
Yeah. Well, like I mentioned, I've seen it twice. The first time I saw it was with you, and I had agreed, like, the first 90 minutes, I loved it. Or the 90% of the movie I loved. I was invested, had an awesome time with it, very entertaining. And then my first initial reaction to the ending was it was a big letdown compared to the other movies in the franchise. And then rewatched it Saturday night, this past Saturday, with another group of friends. And knowing what I know now about everything and kind of catching on to things that I had missed the first time, it's grown on me quite a bit. And even the ending works. I still have problems with one of the killers in it. I feel like they should have given this person more screen time.
I feel like that was my biggest issue with both of the killers in this.
Well, they just didn't have too much screen time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I don't want to give too much away with who they are. But I will say this. I wish that, while it did grow on me quite a bit the second time, I wish there would have been more of a better explanation on who these characters were. Like, they went a direction that I think it could have been done better, especially connecting to I'm just saying the universe of Stumacher, alive or not. Won't give too much away. But yeah, not my favorite ending, but overall the movie has grown on me quite a bit since the first time I watched it. Yeah, I don't know. I personally think that, like, the last, in my opinion, great climax we had to a Scream movie was the third one. I've always said, like, if they had never made Scream 4, that would have been a perfect trilogy because I felt like everything paid off really nice. And it's really hard to come up with a really good, solid explanation of why the killers are doing what they're doing in this movie after Scream 3. But again, 90% of the movie I love. And as a whole, rewatching it, the ending has improved. Like, it's grown on me. Not the best, not the worst though. So, um, what did you think of the performances in this?
I thought they were all really good. I didn't have any complaints, but like I said, they did use a very stacked cast. So
Mhm.
pretty much all the actors were very well-known actors.
Yeah, yeah.
Outside of the only person I can think of that I didn't know of prior to this movie was Cindy's daughter's boyfriend.
Okay. Yeah, I'd never really seen him in anything either.
Yeah.
I didn't know much of the cast in general, like a lot of the young groups of people in this. I didn't really know too much of them. Obviously, McKenna Grace was one. I was not familiar with the actress who played Sydney's daughter in this movie, Tatum. But I know she was in like a Yellowstone spinoff. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah. It was 1882 or something like that, or
Yeah.
was what it was called, 1883. It was really good. She was actually really the star of that show. Really.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I thought that, and then of course I think Nev Campbell as Sidney Prescott, that she gave one of her best performances in this movie as Sidney Prescott. I absolutely love Nev Campbell, and Sidney Prescott is quite possibly my favorite final girl in any franchise. She is such a strong character, and this was definitely, next to her daughter, this was definitely a Sidney Prescott movie.
Oh yeah.
And I felt like we were missing that in some of the later sequels. Like, we really did not have a full-on Sidney Prescott movie for quite a bit, especially with the last movie where she was not in Scream 6 for reasons that I think a lot of people know. But I really loved her performance. I love seeing Sidney Prescott as a mom. She's, grown obviously throughout the years, throughout the decades. This is 30 years after the events of the first movie. So it's really nice to see the audience, like me and you, and so many people grow up with Nev Campbell and see her, evolve into this character, and now as a mother trying to protect her family. So again, strong performance, and I loved the chemistry between Sidney Prescott and her daughter Tatum. I thought they both worked really well together.
Yeah, I agree.
So Joe McHale as Mark, her husband, he surprised me. I thought he was going to, they were going to throw like a lot of like comedy and one-liners with him. But honestly, I felt like he gave a great performance. And him and our Mark and Nev Campbell, or Sidney Prescott in this movie, they both also had really good chemistry in it. So
yeah, I think he played a very good cop and a strong supportive character, and he even had his like brief moments of like badassery, but he also did not really do a lot.
No, didn't do a lot. No, but there was some good, he had some good screen presence in it too. So
Yeah.
maybe in the next one, if they do a Scream 8, we'll get more of him.
Yeah.
What did you think of Gail in this movie, Courtney Cox's character?
I feel like she didn't get enough screen time. Personally, she only had a few scenes. Of course, the opening scene where she like did the thing with the car.
Yeah,
like that was cool. Yeah. But where like the previous one, she kind of helped take down the killer, or maybe it was the one before that. I can't, a little fuzzy. But either way, she kind of helped out at the end, and then in this one, she just kind of was really there just to kind of piss Cindy off a little bit. It seemed like,
especially during the interview. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I agree with you. I feel like she should have had more screen time, because I feel like she had like 3 major scenes in this that I can remember. But upon the second rewatch, I felt like, her scenes that she was in, overall, she had some really strong scenes in this movie. I liked the fact that, you know, you got to see her get a little bit emotional with Dewey's death. We really
Mhm.
had not gotten that before.
Yeah.
And so we got to see her kind of reflect on his passing. And uh you know, that was the scene with the you know, the aftermath of the interview, her talking about Dewey. I just thought was great. And like you said, she has one really exciting like moment in this movie. It's the first scene that she's in with a car, and I thought that's such a great way to bring her into the movie. And
Mhm.
I thought that was one of the best scenes in the film. So um, Nathan says terrible ending.
Yep.
Again, not the best, not the worst. Now rewatching it. Nathan says everything else was great. Uh, Again, 90%, just really love it. Hi Lily, how's it going? And Lily says, by the way, it was good. Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. The ending was genuinely my only complaint about the movie overall. Like the first 90% of this movie was a 10 out of 10. Just the ending, the Killerville was just like a 1 out of 10, and it dragged the rest of the movie down for me.
You know, I think what it is like, you know, this movie has you know, was built up to be kind of like the epic return to Sidney Prescott, to um, Schumacher, Matthew
Mhm.
Lillard coming back, and then all of these names that were being revealed. And so, you know, like I mentioned, it's not the best ending of the movie, and I felt like even though it grew on me the second time I watched it. Um, it could have had a better payoff
Yeah.
because you do have really, really strong moments in this movie.
Mhm.
And like I mentioned, like, you know, the later sequels, all of them always had kind of, you know, either good, okay, or weak third acts. They never were like as strong as the first three movies.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, for like a return of Sidney Prescott and everything, like the ending could have definitely been stronger. That was probably out of everything in this movie, my least favorite thing rewatching it. Um,
Let
but
me
yeah,
ask you, do you think that movies like this, like slasher flicks that are franchises,
mhm.
do you think they need to keep relying on the main girl from the first movie?
I think not all of them. I think
Yeah.
some work without the main girls, the main final girls. Um, but I think with Sidney Prescott, and Nev Campbell, that has just been such a strong character, and you really did feel her absence in the last movie. So to have her back in this, like, was just
Mhm.
something refreshing that a lot of people wanted, but not necessarily. I don't think all franchises need to have the final girls in them. Like, you know, example would be if you look at Texas Chainsaw Massacre as a
Mm.
franchise, even though they're up or down, like in the franchise, some are better than others. You know, Sally is such a important character in the first movie, and yes, she's kind of mentioned and sprinkled throughout the franchise. But you can make a great Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie without her.
Mhm.
uh, Halloween's the same way. I love Laurie Strode, but I feel like if you go back to the original series before the David Gordon Green stuff, um, the original Halloween 2 was such a great send off to her. Like I love
Mhm.
H2O as well. I think Jamie Lee Curtis gives her best portrayal of Laurie Strode in H2O. But you had that absence between Halloween 2 and H2O, and you were able to create another great character in Jamie Lloyd, played by Daniel Harris. And so you really didn't need to have that final girl, um, Laurie Strode, throughout that whole franchise. With, again, Sidney Prescott, being that she is such a strong character in this series, it was just great to have her back in this. Now, after this movie, and if they continue on, I would love to have her in the film, but I would love to see Tatum, her daughter, kind of given the mantle and carrying on the franchise after
I
this.
think she could do that as well. She's got the chops for it for sure.
Oh, for sure. For sure. So, okay, question for you. What
Mhm.
did you think of the kills in this? Because I feel like they were some very creative
Yeah.
kills in this franchise. In this
I
movie.
like I said, I mean there was a couple that were kind of mid, but overall I think the kills in this are great. Um, especially my personal favorite one was
Mhm.
the bar tab.
Oh yeah, that was my favorite.
Excuse me. That was my favorite kill in the whole movie. I loved it. And you had mentioned that it was a nod to,
My
excuse
Bloody
me, the original My Bloody Valentine.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Which was neat. I was giddy when I saw that. Like when I saw it with you all, and then I saw it the second time I watched it. I was just like, this is so cool
Hmm.
that they paid homage to that iconic kill in My Bloody Valentine, because that's one of the things that when I watch that movie and when people remember My Bloody Valentine, they remember the shower kill. Um, and that was brutal, and I felt like this scene in this movie was brutal, and they went there with it. Like it just didn't stop with like the stabbing of like the head going down on the bar tab, whatever you want to call it. They kind of
Hmm.
went a little further with it. So definitely my favorite. I think there was definitely a surprise kill in this movie, which I don't want to give away, that happened pretty early on once you're introduced to uh, the main cast, that I
Hmm.
thought was a great kind of tribute to Drew Barrymore in Scream 1, where Drew Barrymore is only in the first 15 minutes of the first Scream and then gets killed off, but she was promoted as the lead. And in this movie, you have another actor who is, promoting this movie. And once that character is introduced, that person is introduced, within 10 minutes, they're killed off.
Yep.
You know what
I
I'm talking
also,
about?
yeah, I believe so. The one that got disemboweled.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's actually fun too because, like, out of all the people doing like press tours for this movie, she's probably like the first one that pops in mind.
Yeah. Same here.
Going
Like,
or he or she,
yeah.
but going to like conventions and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. 'Cause she was, they were recently at a Scream convention. Like they did
Yeah,
I think it was in Florida, where they had like pretty much, it was like a whole Screamathon, convention where everybody from the franchise was there. And this person was there signing posters and promoting it. But I think at the time, could be wrong, I think the convention was actually before Scream 7
movie.
had come out.
Yeah,
So they could not mention anything about it. Like
right.
they had to keep hush hush about it. So that was a surprise in the movie to get that, because like you said, this person has like been promoting this. They have a huge part at the with the music. That's all I'll say. Maybe that kind of gives it something away. But
Sounds so good too. So good.
it was so good. It was so good. So that was the surprise for me. I think that was the big surprise for me, is how quick this person went. Um, and the movie did a great job with really not telling you who was going to go, who was going to survive. And I really, it had some surprises in it. And I thought that death was very effective and eerie and creepy. And my buddy Doug, our buddy Doug, after I told him that gave him my first initial thoughts, sent me a clip, and that's actually a homage. That death is a homage in Silence of the Lambs.
Really?
So
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, I didn't
That's
realize
cool.
that until I saw the two images back to back, and I was like, "That's cool. Okay,
Yeah.
it's very neat." So, but yeah, I mean, I think those are the two major kills that I can think of that really stood out for me, that I thought were like the best ones. There was another one at the end of the movie where there's a demise with one of the killers, and you always have that theory of make sure you shoot him in the head, and literally this person got shot in the head several times to where their head like
Yes.
practically fell off. So,
that one was very solid.
so really, that was good. Trying to think of some other things I really loved about the film. Oh, the direction. I am so happy that Kevin Williamson, who practically gave birth to this franchise, he did by writing the first Scream, had a full circle moment, and he got to finally direct one. And he's been, a writer for so much. It's not just the Scream movies. He did Last Summer. He did iconic shows like Vampire Diaries. I didn't know if you knew that or not, but like Kevin Williamson was the creator of Vampire Diaries. And he's done so much. But yeah, it all started with Scream in '95, where, before it was Scream, it was called Scary Movie. And he's had such a huge part in this franchise, especially early on with Wes Craven. So to finally see him direct a movie, like, I just thought he did a fantastic job with it. The way that some of the movie was lit, I love some of the chase scenes in this movie. There's obviously the big one with Ghostface chasing Tatum in this, and there's a curfew, so like the whole town is practically empty, and it's just Tatum and Ghostface in this town. And I thought that was really cool. So the cinematography, the direction, fantastic, loved it, and overall, just really happy with this movie. Like you said,
How did you feel about the use of the AI?
I thought they did a good job with it. Like obviously we need to talk about that, like, because I thought they did a really good job with it. It went with the movie. Obviously, that is something that is big right now, currently.
Yeah.
And I thought they did a good job. I loved seeing our returning cast members like Matthew Lillard.
Yeah, I think the theme throughout the movie, like with the Matthew Lillard thing, felt a little bit forced, but I love how it played out in the end.
And that was
she was
best.
walking through the
highlight.
house, and it was I love that part. I thought that was really cool.
That was the highlight for me, like you, with the AI, and to see a lot of these familiar faces return, even for the brief moment that they're in it. There was one that they didn't announce, and I think I turned to you, or we talked about it afterwards, where I was like, I can't believe they got this person to come back. Because that was the only person that they had not announced at all. Like, you had, David Arquette, obviously, in this movie. You had the actor who played Roman, Sidney's brother in Scream 3. He was the killer in that one. So you had him, and then obviously Matthew Lillard. I will agree that I think there was a couple times where Stu was on screen, Matthew Lillard, that they kind of, it was kind of hokey with, like, him acting crazy and the way that it was just kind of forced, especially in the beginning of it. Yeah. But as the movie progressed on and we got more of that AI, like you said, in that third act, I felt like that was definitely the best moments where the third act, where the AI came into play.
Yep.
So yeah, there was a surprise, and I won't give away what that surprise is, who comes back, but they did not announce somebody. And I just had a big grin on my face because I was like, this person is like one of my favorite things about the franchise, and my favorite Ghostface. So I love this person in general. Icon in television for sure. So yeah, really loved it. But anyway, so any other thoughts on this movie? Kind of Anything that you want to kind of wrap up with the film, like your overall feelings with it? Where would you want to see Scream 8 go, I guess?
That's what I was about to ask. I think the concept of her daughter, somebody kind of haunting her daughter over, like trying to put her through the same things that her mom went through, would be an interesting plot.
Mhm.
And then of course you would have Cindy kind of there, but not being like the main focus of the movie. And then
Yeah.
because a lot of this movie too was Tatum, like at the first she was very like intimidated, and then by the end she kind of got brave, kind of came into her own. I would
Yeah.
like to see that blossom a little bit more. That would be kind of cool.
Mhm.
Um, but I do have one more thing too.
Yeah, yeah. I have a couple things I just popped in my mind.
Particularly with Cindy, and this is just more of a real thought, and it kind of actually reflects a little bit to the newer Halloween movies with Laurie.
Yeah.
Like Laurie knew Michael was going to come back, so she prepared herself.
Yeah.
She had firearms. She taught herself survival tactics. Like she was ready to fight.
Yeah.
Sydney has been attacked. There's 7 movies. She's in 6 of them, or 5, 6
Mhm.
of them. She's
Yeah.
been attacked all 6 times. She's not learned martial arts. She's not, she did pack a pistol, but I mean, to me, I would have been learning how to fight. I would have been learning sword fighting. I would have been doing anything I could do to defend myself.
I think she had some survival instincts in her, obviously, but
Yeah,
nothing like what
Lori.
Lori did
Yeah.
in those movies.
In fairness, Lori did go full on like hermit mode. So
She did. She
yeah,
really did. But I thought Jamie Lee Curtis did a great job in those movies too.
yeah.
So there's a couple things like I want to mention with this movie. One of my favorite characters in the franchise was Tatum in the first Scream, Rose McGowan's
Mhm.
character, and obviously she died in that movie. But there was never like mention of her very often throughout the franchise. Like you briefly saw like an Easter egg in Scream 5 where you saw Dewey had her ashes on his fireplace. But they really did a great job paying tribute to that character in this movie, and you got to see um, Sydney, express how much she misses her friend, and how this was her last like close friend that she trusted. And there is a great heart to heart moment at the end of the movie with her daughter Tatum, which she named after her best friend. And I really love that heart to heart between Sydney Prescott and Tatum, and why um, Sydney named her daughter Tatum after her best friend. So it was a beautiful tribute to Tatum as or Rose McGowan as Tatum, even though she wasn't in this movie. Obviously, I did love like the beautiful tribute that was there. And then the last thing to talk about for me, the one other element was having the twins back in this,
Mhm.
who were in Scream 5 and 6. I don't want to say too much, but I feel, especially rewatching the movie Saturday night, these were some of their best performances in this franchise, and I really liked them in this movie. I thought they were funny. I thought the humor worked when it worked with them,
Yeah.
and it's nice to see again a character like Randy, who died in Scream 2, his legacy living on with his niece and nephew in this. And
Yeah.
I thought they really worked for the story. In the movie, they're working with Gail, and like they're the camera people in the film, and yeah, they just had some really strong moments in the movie for the screen time that they had. So
Yep. So me, I suspected them as the killers for the
mhm,
first majority of the movie,
yeah,
until things happened. They didn't die, but things happened, and obviously, like we figured out who the killers were. But I thought my personal thought was that they were trying to do, because the girl, she kept saying she wanted to follow in Courtney Cox's character's like Gail's footsteps
yeah,
and become bigger than Gail.
yeah,
And then so they had that, and there's a lot of scenarios where people will create their own stories essentially. So like
Mhm.
that's kind of where I thought they were going. They were creating the killer to boost their own um to be like get more known or whatever to boost
Yep.
their own popularity. And then the guy obviously like he was really good with the tech, so he could have been doing the AI stuff. So I just that was my kind of thought process the most majority of the movie.
Yeah, like they were. I thought of them. There's others, also a couple other people that you think they were going to be the killer, and then they kind of throw you off and were not in the movie. But yeah, so I was very impressed with this. Upon a second watch, I love it, and like I mentioned, the endings to these later Scream movies haven't been the strongest anyway, but overall, very pleased with it. I love going back to a Sydney-based movie. I love Scream Six. I thought Scream Six was great. I like
Mhm.
the New York setting. I love the characters in it, but it was really nice to get back to having Sydney as our main character in this franchise again, seeing where she is now, getting introduced to her family, her teenage daughter Tatum, and yeah, just very very pleased and very happy with the film. Um,
I would have liked to see more of Jenna Ortega and her sister. I
yeah,
think I
yeah.
think they kind of shit the bed with that whole fiasco.
No, I agree. I mean, I would like to have seen
Yeah.
more of them
Mhm.
because they are an important part in this franchise. They have their stories and quite. I mean, maybe I don't know how likely it would be, but maybe they could pop up in the future. You never
Yeah.
know.
I mean,
Um,
they didn't mention New York a few times in this one, so
they did, yeah.
who knows?
So yeah, who knows? You never know. So how fresh are you with these movies to say like where you would rank the movies at?
I remember one super vividly. 2 and 3 are kind of a blur.
Yeah.
4 I remember pretty vividly. 4 and up I remember vividly. Just 2 and 3 I'm a little fuzzy on.
What are some of your strong ones, I guess, like in the franchise that you would say are like these are like the go-to ones that I would watch probably the most out of the bunch?
Out of the, like, 5 that I do remember vividly, obviously, the first one would be a good go-to,
Mhm.
and then probably 5.
5 is
6,
one of the best, yeah.
6 I thought was good, but it wasn't my favorite. The ending was kinda meh.
Yeah.
But probably yeah, probably 1 and 5.
5 is awesome, like, I
Yeah,
saw that in theaters and loved the opening with Jenna Ortega, and
yeah.
I felt like kinda like with this movie, I felt like it was such a great, like, just Scream-based movie. It went
Mhm,
back especially with Scream 5, it went back to that original formula of being just intense and scary. And that movie did things that I loved, which is one, you had the opening where it was the first time you actually had a survivor with Jenna Ortega being in pretty much a lot of that movie, and
mhm.
obviously being in Scream Six. So really love the opening. I love the fact that they did not kill a character off in the opening with Scream Five. Um, I thought he was creepy in that movie. So I love that.
Yeah,
Um,
Jack Quaid is a phenomenal actor too.
yes, yes, he
The
is.
boyfriend of Jenna's sister, the one who
Mm,
was the killer, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's a phenomenal actor.
That was actually one I was not when I first saw the movie. There was a couple times I was like, maybe he's the
Yeah.
killer, but then there was a couple times where I was like, nah, he's not it. But they really did surprise me overall with that reveal. I say that was
Mhm,
probably the first reveal in a long time where I was like, I did not see that coming over.
mhm.
Um, Now Amber in the movie saw a red flag right away. I was like, that girl
Mhm.
killer. She a killer. Like it's gonna
Yeah.
happen. Um uh I love these movies. I think I watch this franchise probably once a year. So, where I would rank these movies, I would say the first one is still hands down the best. Then they kind of go in order for me. It's Scream 2, Scream 3, and that's after Scream 3 is where I feel like the franchise kind of goes like different
It
places.
loses itself a little bit.
Yep. So because I love a great Sydney based movie, Scream 7 would be the fourth.
Okay.
And Scream 5. Like Scream 5 is a very, very close one. I think that would go down for me a little bit because I do love this a Sydney based story. And then Scream 6 and Scream 4. Like Scream 4 for me, fine movie, really enjoy the film. It's super fun, and I feel like there are strong characters in that movie, like the character of Kirby, played by Hayden Panettiere. But for me, that is the one where I feel like I have more of the problems with that movie than any of the other films. The way the movie looks, the feel of it, the atmosphere, some of the writing, some of the humor in the movie that just doesn't work. But I think some of the strong moments in that movie are definitely the cast. I feel like you have a great cast in Scream 4. And again, it was great to see, Sidney Prescott back in the franchise, and Wes Craven, being that it was his final movie, coming back and directing the fourth movie.
I think I would go 1, 2, 3, 5. Fuck. I would go to 1, 2, 3, 5, and then I think I would probably go 6, 4. Ooh, I don't know. The last three get kind of weird.
I know that's what
it's hard to rate them. If the ending of 7 wasn't so bad, it would probably be like top 3, honestly.
Yeah. They're like I said, the very last half of this franchise is always up and down, and I feel like it's going to change. My list will change over time with those movies, the later movies. So it'd be fun to have a Scream marathon with you sometime.
Yeah, spend a whole 12 hours watching Ghostface.
Have a stabathon like in Scream 4.
Yeah.
So
and eat out of our Ghostface popcorn buckets.
Yeah. So, which, by the way, it's in the other room. It's pretty. Got the popcorn bucket with Ghostface on it. Like, very cool. Very cool. And Teacher's got one coming his way too.
Yeah. I messaged Doug and then I paid him for it and everything.
Cool.
So yeah, we'll just gotta meet up and grab it whenever.
Yeah. Well, they went to go see Dolly, and I guess they had
that.
I guess they had more. They had more. They finally released more Scream Ghostface popcorn buckets. So it was fate. It was fate that it happened.
Yep. The next one is the Mario one.
Ooh, that one looks cool.
I want Yoshi.
That is cool.
Also, the Thor one that I want, I found it on eBay for $35.
Did you grab it?
I have not bought it yet, but I'm probably gonna buy it.
So which one is that one? Is it?
It's a Mjolnir upside down.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, it's on eBay for $35. Sealed. I'm probably gonna buy it.
That's so neat.
Yeah,
be nice little. I know you talked about having those like in the movie room. I think.
I want to get like a shelf or something before I start buying a bunch of them. But
yeah,
that one's probably coming home with me.
Cool.
Maybe I'll buy the Dune one just for funsies.
Let's hope that Dune 3 actually has a better popcorn bucket than Dune 2's. I want to get the Xenomorph one that Alien Romulus had. It was
that one's pretty cool. Deadpool and Wolverine had a Headpool one.
Yeah,
I think would be cool to own.
Mm-hmm.
So you said at the beginning you've been watching some TV shows. What TV shows have you been watching?
Well, I have not been watching Loki, so
I know. That's fine. You know what, Justin? You asked if I wanted to go to the movies this weekend. I said,
"Don't you dare!"
I said I was boycotting you until you watched.
Don't you dare! I will. Okay, fine. I'm gonna go watch Undertone without you.
I don't even know what it's about.
Oh, dude, it looks scary-ish.
I need to watch the trailer for that one.
Oh my gosh!
I haven't checked off days on my calendar in a minute.
You can't boycott me. You can't boycott me, TJ. What would you do without me? What would you do without me in your life, TJ? That's the question. What would you do without me in your life?
I do know I'm busy all day Saturday. I don't know about Sunday though.
We'll figure it out. Anyway,
Yeah.
TJ, you would miss me in your life. You can't boycott me. You can't. You cannot
No.
boycott me.
It's funny, you know, the other day, was it like Tuesday or Wednesday
Yeah.
last week? You were like, TJ, I feel like I haven't seen you forever. And I was like, Justin, we hung out literally all weekend, like Saturday and Sunday.
It's a
And then
blur sometimes.
later that day, I went home and me and Megan was like painting or something because we've been working on the house.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, I wonder what Justin's up to. I feel like it's been forever since we saw him. I was like, Megan, you saw him 3 days ago.
You teacher, you all a family. Your family.
It's like if we go one weekend, it's like we didn't hang out with our kid or something.
Well, the days are a blur. The weeks have been a blur.
They really have.
I'm like, I try to remember. I'm like, what did I do? Like, I can't even tell you what I did this past. Well, I went to Louisville this past weekend and worked, but
Yeah.
like other times, if you told me what else did you do, Justin, or what else did you watch, I'd be like, I really didn't watch. I mean, think about it, like the things. What have I recently watched movie wise? Okay, I watched Frozen 1 and 2 because I'd never seen Frozen 2. Watched them last weekend. I was in the mood for Shrek 1 and 2, so I watched Shrek 1 and 2.
Do you think Elsa's a lesbian?
Elsa?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think she's a lesbian.
Frozen 2. Okay.
Yep. I think so.
Like I think unofficially, but like officially.
Unofficially, but officially, yes, for sure. I got those hints with Elsa.
I think Disney dangled the carrot, but they didn't want to piss all the parents off.
True that. they hide that a lot in their Disney movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd be like, girls slay, come out in Frozen 3. But I watched Shrek 1 and 2. Love those. Those are hysterical. I was laughing so hard. I cannot wait to see what they do with the 5th one. And then throughout the weeks, I've just been watching a lot of like favorite shows. Obviously, watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and watching That 70s Show, which is just hysterical. I love that.
Yep, it's a good one.
How about you?
First off, what time are you going to bed tonight, Justin?
I'm going to bed probably at 12.
12. Okay. So we're going to end this podcast here in about 10 minutes.
Don't put me on the spot.
Which makes it 9:40. That means you could watch 2 episodes of Loki before you go to bed.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I could. I mean, I could.
You've got like 3 months, my guy. Like 3 months. You got to get it in gear.
I know. I'll watch one episode.
It's like 6 episodes. Like,
I'll watch one episode. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna text you tomorrow. I want a 20-page essay about all the details that happen. I need you to research the Easter eggs.
Well, I can't go that far. Hopefully, in one episode, I don't know how much they're gonna have, but I'll watch episode 1 just for you.
No,
just for you.
So we finished season 3 of School Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very, very good. Cliffhanger ending again.
Mm-hmm.
I need confirmation, Paramount, if we're doing. I need confirmation, Paramount, if we're doing a season 4 of School Spirit because the show's so good, and I need season 4. Don't leave me hanging on a cliffhanger.
Don't leave them hanging.
Don't. I will find the Paramount CEOs and we will fight. And then I started the new Yellowstone spinoff called Marshals that follows their son Casey. There's been 2 episodes of it and it's been pretty solid. I've enjoyed it so far. Very quick-paced cop episode with like big shootouts at the end of every episode. So I'm hoping it kind of gets more of a story than that.
Yeah.
But right now it kind of seems like it's more based on like Casey trying to juggle being a cop, but also like keeping his family's secrets because they were not good people.
Okay.
So we'll see how that goes. But there is a lot of TV shows coming out in March. Oh, and then I also started the new One Piece live action season today. But I only watched 1 episode of it. It was very good.
So you mean to tell me that you have not watched any of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, the new season.
Justin, I mean to tell you that I will never watch any of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
I want a 20-page essay about what happened.
Page 1. I don't know what happened in this show. They were all in bikinis, and I just kept looking at boobs.
Oh gosh. Just kidding. I was gonna mention something else to you, and I can't. Oh, when is our next stream? Is our next stream before or after our Chicago trip?
I think it's the day after.
Oh, our next one is the 20th.
No, it's the 24th. It's right before our
24th,
Chicago
so-
trip. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll be amping up.
Be amping up. I'm excited.
go to
Look forward to it.
Chicago. For all my nerds hanging out, we got One Piece just came out today. Invincible comes out next Wednesday. Daredevil comes out the 24th. Again, season 2. And then we have The Boys' final season coming out at the beginning of next month.
Sweet.
Lots of TV shows coming out.
Cool. Oh, we gotta talk about some trailers. So, jumping from one thing to another, I'm very excited about all these TV shows for you. By the way, you got a lot of stuff coming out. What do you think of Scary Movie?
I am so pumped for Scary Movie. I'm so excited that they're not holding back.
I know.
And I love that they're bringing all the original cast and they're keeping the story linear with the original, like 2 movies. Like, I love it.
I do too. I've watched part of that trailer 20 times now, and it's hysterical. Like, I just love it. Cannot wait to see. It's definitely now one of my most anticipated movies of the year.
Yeah, we've been watching them all, but I think the only one we have left is 5.
Oof.
I think.
Oof.
But God, dude, like 3 was rough. 4 was kind of bad.
I haven't seen the later ones forever.
Oh yeah, 4 and 5. I don't even remember 5.
5 was a movie that I went with my sister, and midway into the movie, I was like, "Can we leave?" And she was like,
"You have to watch this."
Yeah, I was like, "Oh gosh." So, yeah, that one I don't own. I normally am a completist, but Scary Movie 5, I do not own.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen them in forever either. Like, as a whole, I think 1 and 2 I watched the most. 3 and 4, I honestly can't really remember them.
Yeah, 3 was going downhill, but it wasn't that bad. But 4 was quite rough to finish. There was a couple times I did get a good laugh, but it was like just because stuff was so stupid, like you had to chuckle.
Yeah.
But other than that, overall, it was a rough watch.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely be watching those soon for sure. Definitely with that. And then we got to talk about it because I know you're excited about this movie and I'm excited about this movie. Mortal Kombat 2, dude.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So much nostalgia just hit me with this trailer.
Absolutely. And I love the Carl
Urban.
Carl Urban, yeah. Which he's also from The Boys as well, the TV show you're talking about. But yeah, I love Carl Urban, and I think he's going to be a great character.
Oh, I cannot wait. When they cast him as Johnny Cage, I was like, that is a perfect character for him.
Yeah.
Just so much nostalgia in it. Like, I just was like giddy, like watching.
And the music. Mortal Kombat!
Oh, they played it. I don't think they really, I mean, they had their own version of it in the last Mortal Kombat, but we didn't really hear that Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
The classic music hinted in the trailer was great. And then I love Scorpions. Get over here. Like, that was great.
Yeah.
Nathan
said 20 pages is crazy by tomorrow.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. He wants me to watch 2 episodes. I'm not gonna write no 20 pages.
I need you to get started.
I'm gonna watch 1 episode and give him a thumbs up and be like, solid dude. No, I'm just kidding. Funny. Trying to think. I've watched some other stuff. I just can't remember. It's a blur.
I don't think we've watched any movies, but we've been remodeling the house. Literally, I feel like I feel like for a week straight we've just been painting, dude.
Yeah.
We're done. We're finally done. But like we painted last weekend, we painted the living room and one coat on the ceiling and the trim.
Yeah.
And then this weekend, so Saturday we woke up, went to E-Town, got more paint, went to a birthday party, went grocery shopping. We left the house at 9 a.m., got home at 5:30 p.m.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then as soon as I got home, my neighbor calls and was like, "Hey, I'm remodeling my bathroom and I need a second person to help me install the plumbing." So as soon as I got home, I went over to his house and was over there till 9:30, helping him run plumbing to his shower so him and his family could take a bath because they had to take baths in 2 days.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So we got their plumbing hooked up, and of course I was exhausted. And I closed Friday night too, so like it was pretty much back to back. And then Sunday morning I woke up. We pulled everything out of Lily's room, started painting Lily's room.
Yeah.
Or no, I did another coat on the ceiling first, the second coat on the ceiling. Went over to Ashton's house. We drained the oil out of one of the mowers.
Yeah.
Then we went and priced the yard. Then we came back. He had to go to a basketball game, so I came back home. We put a coat of paint on Lily's room. I went back to Ashton's house. We changed the oil on both mowers. Then I came back home, finished painting. I put together an end table and an entertainment center, and I finished custom making the shelves in Lily's room. Wow. And then last night I worked, came home, cooked dinner, and then also put together a big shelf for Megan in the living room. I didn't get done with that until 10:30 last night.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's just been like 4 or 5 straight days of just running.
Wow. Yeah. And then tonight you get to talk to me.
So literally as soon as I get off here, I'm going straight to bed.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'll let you go to sleep soon.
Yeah.
Mr. Man. By the way, everybody, I'm having a bad hair day right now. I need to go get a haircut next week, which I do have an appointment. So don't mind the hair. It's a little crazy right now. I'm
gonna hold out until right before spring break to go get mine.
Spring break, woo.
Spring break. But it's okay because when your hair is as short as mine and you're balding, it doesn't matter.
Look at me though. Look at the grays I got going on here, and I look like I'm just like crazy right now. So, you know, this is what happens when you get older. It's fun. Anyway, well, we're going on almost an hour. It was fun. This was a great one. We finally got to talk Scream 7. And our next topic, what is our next topic? Have we discussed it or do we need to go over that?
I have it right here.
Look at that.
We have the Leprechaun franchise.
Ooh, okay.
Which I guess I have some homework because I haven't watched those in a long fucking time.
Somebody wants me to watch Loki, so I gotta skip on Leprechaun. I'm gonna get Leprechaun. I know them pretty much. If we don't get to that, we'll figure something out though. So, but anyway, well,
so we have Leprechaun, and then the following week we have Mario.
And we got I gotta watch Mario. I've not even seen the last Mario movie.
Yeah.
We'll definitely have to talk about our Chicago trip. That'll be fun.
Yes.
But anyway,
Mortal Kombat.
I hope everybody's doing well. We appreciate you watching. If you have not liked this, again, please go and like this. I have all our links down below. So we have our Facebook page, we have our Spotify, we have TJ's channel, Scream Streams, my channel, Ryan1988, and also our YouTube channel, the Double Edge Cinema Podcast. So if you're not subscribed to any of that, if you're not following that, please go do so. We'd really appreciate it. And thank you so much for watching the live stream, or if you're watching the playback, thank you for liking that.
Also,
watch.
on the podcast, the Spotify page,
Uh-huh.
I went to upload the newest episode, and I
Uh-huh.
realized that I did not release the last episode that I thought I had also released. So two new episodes are up on the
Oh my
podcast.
gosh. So not
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. So not only do you get to listen to our voice one new time, but you get to listen to our voice a second time.
And I'm
Yeah,
making it a goal to upload this episode right here, right now, on the page tonight as well.
Well, I want a 20-page essay on this when you do it, so that you did this.
The best I can do is a screenshot and a thumbs up.
Just kidding. I'm kidding with you. But anyway, everybody, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. We finally got to give our Scream 7 thoughts, and like I said, watch The Bride. It was good. It was good. I don't know if I'd really watch that one too much again. But I thought the performances were great. Story just was everywhere. Everything else I thought was pretty strong. So, but I hope you all have a great night. Have a great evening. We'll see you in a couple weeks. And anyway, TJ, as always, bud, great talking with you.
Peace out, Girl Scouts.
Peace out, Girl Scouts. And we'll talk to you soon. So have a good night. Much love.